Use what God gave you. Use what God gave you. Let's get on into it, guys. The parable of the talents is in Matthew 25, starting at the 15th verse, going to the 24th verse. And I want to briefly talk about that today, okay? And use what God got. Just stick around for that. You know, you want to know what God has given you, you know. So I'm going to start at this 15th verse, and it reads, and I'm reading out the Holy King James Version Bible, guys. Get you a Bible if you don't have one, guys. And to the one who gave 5 talents, he talking about Jesus in this passage. And to the one who he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another one, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went to the journey, okay? Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them and made another 5 talents. He multiplied it pretty much. And likewise is he who received 2 gained 2 more also. He multiplied it, right? But he who had received 1 went and dug in the ground and hid his the Lord's money. Hid his Lord money, right? So there's 1 right here. He didn't get but 1 and he dug his in the ground, right? All right. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So God came back, settled accounts with them, right? And so he who had received 5 talents gave and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents besides them. So he gained 5 more talents. His Lord said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over few things. That's good right there. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into joy of your Lord, right? I'm just going to go ahead and skip down because I want to talk about the last one. When you get a chance, you can read the rest of the verses, guys. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown, where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered your seed. So that right there speaks volume, guys. In that parable there, you know, so God has given us what he wants us to multiply. Well, you ain't got to worry about nobody else business, right? Worry about your own. Worry about what God has blessed you with. But in today's society, in 2025, we got people worried about what other people doing, how other people making it, pocket watching, what they doing, how they, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's pointless, guys, because you got what you need. You need to focus on what you got and let God multiply it. When you're looking at a harvest over here of a person, you know what I'm saying, that has reaped their harvest. But when God gave them a little, we was good stewards over that little. And God started multiplying that little bit. You know, so it's like, I don't get how people can just hate on other people, you know what I'm saying? And want what other people got, be jealous and envy, you know. I can't get that part. Why? Because while you're being jealous and envy of that person, it's something deeply in you that you got that person might not even have, that God gave specifically to you, and you want what that person got. You see how cross-wired that is? You know what I'm saying? That's not how God ordained it to be. So the parable of the talents, you know, faithfulness and accountability, what God give you, he wants you to be accountable for it. You know, God gave me a wife and 2 children. He want me to be accountable for that. I'm held accountable. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be a good steward over that. You know, and being a good steward over that is simple as me doing the right thing. Being in faith, you know. So me being in faith is me being a good steward over God, multiplying and blessing that and blessing my family. You know, because see what we do in life, you know what I'm saying, we don't understand it's a domino effect. It just don't affect me, Rodriguez. It affects my whole household off of ignorant and dumb decisions, right? Anything that I do. But Use what God has given you. Don't worry about what the next person got. You see what I'm saying? It's so hard, but see, in society in today's time, it's about the materialistic things. It's about these things. And do I have materialistic things? Yes, thank you, Lord Jesus, for them, because God had given them to me, right? But we can't worry about the materialistic thing, because when I get ready to check up out of here, when you get ready to check up out of here, ain't no U-Haul, ain't no trailer to carry those car going to no grave site. That stuff gonna be here, and then for somebody else to deal with. You get what I'm saying? Your stuff is gonna be here for somebody else to deal with, to take care of, and if not, it's so be it. You go on with your life, right? So we gotta keep in mind, guys, it's not about the materialistic thing, but God gives materialistic blessings. But it's about worrying about where your soul going and focusing on what God has given you. Because God has given us all each talents, like he did in this parable in Matthew 25, starting at, starting right down at the 15th verse. He give talents. He gave everybody. So if he give, he's the creator. So if he give talents, we got to work on those talents. And stop looking at other people's talents and be like, man, I want what they got. We got to cut that out. It's 2025. We got to cut that out. We can't keep focusing on other people's gifts. It's time out for that. And hating on the next person. It's time out for that, man. We could be so far in life when we put things together and make it work for what it works. I be on my bed, I be around people that got doctorate degrees and things of that nature, or educated engineers, or whatever there may be with their education level, got degrees, many degrees. And man, we help each other. You see what I'm saying? We help each other. I may be good with my hand, you may be good with this. You see what I'm saying? It's about helping each other, making it work out. So I'm here to challenge you guys, right? I'm here to challenge you to stop burying your gifts. God has given you gifts, stop burying them. And start walking in divine purpose of your life. Now, notice I didn't say the next person besides you watching the video. Notice I didn't say the people that, you sent the video to share. Notice I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about you. Divine purpose. Whether you've been given a little, hold up now, rewind. Whether you have been given a little, God, or a lot. You should saying God still expects fruits of your faith. Whether you've been given a little bit or a lot, God still expects fruits of your faith. It don't matter. It don't matter. So you may look over here and see that they got plenty. And then when you look at yourself, you like, I got a little. Why you ain't doing no work? Why you ain't improving yourself? Why you ain't running away from some of the sins in your life? Because they have made it okay. And that's what the devil wants. He want to continue to make sin okay, and you wallow in it until he pull the rug off and up under, and then you can't be found. And that's sad, but we got to use God.